Hello and welcome to a new video. I am Chanko and this is Artclstudios. Today we're doing a new video. As you can see, we will be drawing a Dragon Ball Z character, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and today I'm going to talk to you about overthinking. Alright, let's get into it. So, this is one of my biggest struggles as an artist, as a person in general, is overthinking and wanting to do things when they're perfect, when the perfect timing comes. And I have a big struggle with that. You know, the past video that I made with a Kendrick Lamar piece was a piece that I was supposed to make a video like this with a side me commentary on the video. And because I felt like what I said at that time wasn't going well with the video, I just scrapped the whole video, and I have the whole video almost finished edited, but because I was like, I need to put it out now, I just scrapped the whole part of me talking, and that part didn't go out at all. But today, this is me making a big effort again to make the same thing happen again, and I know that this one, I'm not gonna do a lot of editing. I'm just gonna go and put it up, because what we want to do when we're creating something, when we're starting, is just to put things out there, because if we wait for the perfect time to arrive, or for something like to all play out in a perfect way, it would never happen. So you will never do anything. So to stop overthinking, here are some tips and tricks to stop overthinking and to just keep going with your unfinished product or your unperfect piece. All right. So the one of the things that helped me to go on and keep creating is to execute with a little bit of planning. So you have a little bit of planning, and you just have a brief idea, which is what I'm doing right now. I am not the best writer. I'm not the best script writer or the best planner. So all I do is I create a couple of bullet points, and I just all go off of those bullet points. And there are times that I do want to make a commentary of the video as I'm drawing it, but I think those are gonna be on another way of doing videos. So I just got to keep going with this. Again, like I said, don't wait for the perfect timing to arrive, because it will never happen. You won't get somebody knocking on your door and be like, all right, now is the time to make this happen. Right now I have some time to make these videos because my wife and daughter, they're at the library. So I'm like, all right, this is my time. And if I don't do it now, I won't get another chance till a couple of days or whatever. So I just have to take advantage of the time that I have. And even though I'm supposed to be doing other things, I'm like, all right, so I do this now, finish it, and then keep going. Another thing is to accept your mistakes. You will be making things that will not be the way you want it, and you just have to live with it. You have to accept those mistakes, and you have to keep going. You have to keep going, and you have to see that as time goes on, you will improve. Like this Dragon Ball Z piece, I did 6 sketches, right? And those 6 sketches, I wasn't planning on doing anything. I was just doing, which is something that I've been doing lately, which is streaming. And with streaming, there's very little planning that I do. As I started, I think this was the first piece that I did, that I created somewhat of a format, which is, again, a little bit of an idea, a little bit of planning, and just let the magic happen and let things unfold, let it flow. And now I'm like, all right, so I've done so far, I think 6 or 7 live streams of Dragon Ball Z, and out of all those live streams, I do like 6, 7 sketches, sometimes 3, sometimes 3 or more. And what I'm gonna be doing is grabbing each one of those live streams and finishing one of those sketches, which clearly you can see that I'm doing that here. And just keep going with that format and add some video of me talking next to it, which is the plan. One of the things is that I realized that with waiting, the time will pass. And if the time passes, you think that the piece is no longer irrelevant, which sometimes is true, it's sometimes irrelevant. But even if the time passes, I think whatever you're working on, you should still share it. because there was this time and moment, and because of the way we're living now, we think everything needs to be according to the times. And yes, there's some times that the news needs to be, or the video needs to be put out, or the drawing needs to be put out right there and then because it's trending. But there's also those pieces that, or those things that were made a long time ago, that you can relive the moment and talk about it, what you were feeling at that moment, what was going through your mind. And I think it's also valid to just share what was happening at the time, what was happening in your mind, what was happening in that part of your world. Because if you see movies that are made or animations, they last years in order to finish it, and it's not about is it still relevant? Is it still relevant? It's about what is put into this. And there's something that's happening right now with AI that is everything's instant, everything's quick, everything is on the finish. I finish typing and boom, I get a result. Just something that I'm going to talk about on another video, maybe the next video. Talk about AI, which is a trending topic right now. And like I said, it doesn't always have to be trending, but it's going to feel like it's going to be trending for a long time. And actually, this video was supposed to be about AI, but I was like, all right, let me just finish the idea that I had last time, just to stop overthinking. Very redundant on the overthinking, overflowing, and whatnot. So what would happen is, like, when you are working on something, you, instead of just being that the time will pass, you get to be in the moment. And when you are in the moment, everything just starts unfolding. You allow yourself to make mistakes. You allow yourself to just do the thing. And that's why I love streaming, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. I feel like streaming is way easier than making videos like this, because they can be tons of pause. But I feel like a video like this, everything needs to be tight, and there can't be too much gaps of like no talking. So yeah, and this what editing does. My goal is to do minimal editing, which is what I'm trying to do. Just one take and boom, put it out. And this is what I'm going to do with this video. Even if I have a small pause here and there, I'm just going to put it up as it comes. Okay, so if you look for the perfect moment, also the time will pass where you lose motivation. And then when that trending topic, let's say you want to put something that's trending out, which for Kendrick Lamar, it took me a month to put that video out because I was working on the piece for a long time, is that the moment will pass and no longer you want to put out the work, because now you're like, all right, that thing doesn't match anymore, it's not going to do well, but I think you should still put it out anyways and just share it. I think I already said that, but anyways, I'm going to keep going. The biggest thing is that when we're making things and we're sharing ourselves, we're sharing our thoughts, we're sharing our process, is that we get to inspire others. And that's one of the things that makes us as an artist keep making things, is to inspire others. Because especially in this time of AI, that people are very discouraged. Like, oh, I have an idea, but already somebody made it, or AI is going to make it faster. I think that this is our time to fight back, to create more, to double down, as I've heard a couple of artists talk about, and just keep sharing your craft. Because this, and I'm gonna share this, and this is again going into the AI topic. It's like one of the things that I feel is like we're trying to, our mind is gonna be taken over by AI in a way that like we're not gonna be able to do anything, because the moment you think of something, or you want to write something or draw something, someone already can make it in 5 seconds. But what happens is like you stay in that analysis paralysis, which which stops you from moving forward, and it makes you lose touch with your hands, touch with your minds, touch with your thoughts, and little by little you start losing that sense of what it means to be human. And I feel like there's a deeper, darker thing that I'm gonna get into it to see in a future video. But yeah, it's like, let's not get stuck doing nothing. Let's just keep moving. All right, and I'm playing these videos in the background because I need to have something to look at, even if you won't be able to see it. But I just wanted to have that in the back. The other thing is, like, for some people, you will suck. I've gotten a couple of messages being like, "Oh man, okay, keep going. You're doing great. This is not bad for a beginner." I've been doing art for a very long time, and for some people, I'm still a beginner. But for other people, I am star, and it's great to get those feedback to say like you need to get better, and it's true. I need to get better, but you shouldn't let that stop you from, or I shouldn't let that stop me from keeping wanting to keep sharing my art. There was a long time ago a video that I made dancing, and someone commented, "I see you in a couple of years looking like Fat Albert or Fat Bastard," and I'm still skinny, and I was young. And if that would have stopped me from dancing, that time I was dancing, I would have not performed. I performed so many times with like I have a group. I had a group. I performed a hip hop group. I performed like traditional Dominican dances. And if I would have let that comment stop me, I would have probably been a fat man, fat. And nothing too wrong with being fat, but it's just like I would have stopped being productive, being proactive. And I'm a advocate for like movement, capoeira. I do many things that has to do with the bodies, with movement and things like that. But yeah, let's stop overthinking. Let's do a little bit of planning. Let's do a little bit of work to put out some of our stuff, and let's just keep going, because you never know who you're inspiring. You never know how this could help you in the future, and who needs to hear a little bit of something that you need to spark in their mind. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please leave it in the comment, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, never stop learning for you, because when you learn, you can teach others. And I'm leaving all that in. Thank you for staying. One take, baby.